Welcome everyone. This will be an informational video. I'm specifically speaking in this video to the so-called Black, African American, Israelite, or whatever you're being called these days. Anyhow, for those tired of living as a prisoner in the Babylon system, I recommend doing just a bit of exploring just other countries. And when I say countries, I mean like, well, let me start off by saying like any location between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, because we do not belong in any cold season. But if you are one of the few that say we belong everywhere, we've been everywhere, so be it. Do what you want to do. Do your own thing. You're welcome to tag along. But if it doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit you. If it fits, if this information helps you, then it does. But first off, I recommend everybody. Like when I say everybody, I'm talking. Like I said, I'm talking to people like us that look like us. Just tired of being in that Babylon system. Grab your passports. The first thing you want to do is grab your passport as soon as you can. That's what I've done. It changed my life greatly. I've seen a large portion of the world. I've been out of America for quite a while. And when I say America, I mean North America, or the United States, or whatever you want to call that, for at least a good close to 4 years now. And I maybe one day will return for a visit, but I don't plan on returning. After leaving, there's nothing there for me that I'd rather go back for as far as like the system itself. Now, there's nothing wrong with growing up in a system because it helped me get as far as I did, but I didn't have any desire to stay in the system. I wanted to just get out and see what else, the world had to offer. And let me tell you, it's a lot. So I'm going to recommend you grab your passport. And the way I did it is you could just go to your local convenience store, something like Walgreens or something. I don't know if it's Walgreens or CVS, but find out. You can go online and find this information. You want to get your passport photo. For me, it was about $15. It could be more now because it was a while ago that I've got my passport photo. Once you obtain your passport photo, you can go to your post office, your local post office, and grab a couple of passport applications. I recommend getting a couple of them in case you make a mistake. Definitely ask them at the post office exactly what you need to do to fill out that passport application properly. Apply for this and get that passport. Once you have obtained that passport, you are now one step further on having what you can, I don't know if you can even call it freedom or being free or whatever you want to call it, but it's one step further of getting out and being able to do more than you could do now. What would help this, because I know a lot of us have to work. If you're working from home and you have an online job, occupation, whatever you want to call it, it might give you some extra freedom to travel. As long as you have like a computer to work from and you have like, you can go anywhere. I recommend just taking your travel. Going somewhere warm, whether it's in Africa or the Americas, as long as you're staying between Cancer and Capricorn. And make sure you research the locations you want to go. Know a little bit more about the places you're going to be at, the currency they use, the customs, the culture. Always carry yourself in a respectable manner and respect other cultures and people. Don't go out anywhere getting too rowdy and too wild and putting yourself out there and making yourself a target. Always stay alert, stay calm and alert, and just like carry yourself with respect and respect others. Don't go anywhere and get yourself twisted. Be mindful of what you're consuming as far as food also. If you want to go out to a restaurant, get you, something nice to eat and a drink. Just be careful not to over consume your drink. Just don't overdo it. Always stay alert. Always stay keep your eyes up. And it's not to say like it's dangerous out there, because it's dangerous anywhere you go. Potentially dangerous. But for the most part, if you're not being rowdy and wild and out of control, you should be all right. This is not for people that want to go party and get out there and get twisted. This is good traveling for people that want to leave the United States. And I recommend leaving the United States. Like I said, for me, it's going on 4 years. And I have no desire to go back to the United States. I just don't want to. There's less harassment from the police. I haven't had any harassment. Maybe one incident when I was in Spain. Traveling, they wanted to randomly search people, and they came across me, and they wanted to search my stuff, but I didn't. I cooperated, but I didn't let them search my bags. But yeah, you get lots of harassment, and I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about, especially when you're looking like me. You can't walk anywhere without being harassed or being made out to be a suspicious character. You're always being targeted as a criminal, labeled as a criminal, just because you're looking a certain way. And some people might be used to it, Stockholm Syndrome. You might say, oh, it's not that bad. But it shouldn't happen at all. And this thing with equality and being treated equal definitely doesn't happen in the United States. They're running a credit game on y'all. I mean, we are at the bottom of the pole right now. They're running all types of games to keep us from not achieving anything. And you can't, and you won't. At least not in that system. That is a prison system. There's a reason why we have numbers on everything. Birth certificates, IDs, licenses, and such. But that stuff is not so relevant. Besides your passport, when you're traveling outside of the United States. The harassment from the police isn't there. You might run into some situations where the police might need to not search you, but the police, you might be confronted by some police. You could be in an area where they're looking for someone. Anything could happen, really. But it's less likely to happen and more likely to happen in the United States. Like where I'm from. I could even go for a walk without being harassed by the police. I haven't had any of that since I've been gone. As a matter of fact, a lot of people like you out here. And they'll communicate with you, and they're polite. A lot of nice people outside the United States, especially if you're in between the Cancers and Capricorn, the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, because there's much more sun. There's barely any winter season at all. I haven't experienced any winter since I've been here, in between Cancer and Capricorn. It seems to be summer all year round. Perfect weather. I wear shorts all year round. And just a light shirt. You might want to bring a hoodie with you. But as far as traveling and having gear, I recommend wearing all-terrain hiking boots. All-terrain. These are the best things you can take on your journey. Take an extra pair with you. They could be a bit expensive, but you get you some long-lasting all-terrain hiking boots, and get you a backup pair, and you can pretty much troop anywhere. You know what I mean? I recommend that's the best thing to travel with. Don't get you some Jordans. Don't go out there and get you some nice Jordan kicks and try to be all flashy and shiny, because that's just that's not what this traveling is about. It's about exploring so you can leave that prison and have a bit more freedom, or to be free, a little bit more space to move around in, rather than being so confined and trapped and under constant surveillance because they're afraid that we're going to do something. I don't know what they're afraid of, but it just goes to tell me, it shows me that something horrible was done to us, and a lot of us, growing up, didn't know exactly what was going on or what was happening. All I know is I didn't like the way I was being treated over there. And now you're treated as like I said, when you travel the country, to other countries, you're treated fairly nicely. Nothing like being in the United States. And you might not even want to go back once you leave the country and explore other countries and see how you could be treated. Yeah, you could be treated not so good in certain places, certain locations. There's good and bad everywhere. But actually, from my experience, there's been less mistreatment leaving the United States. But this was just a video. I recommend for those of you that want to leave, like I said, that look like me. If we all left, that system would totally just shut down and break. We do have the power, I noticed, because why else would we have to go through such hardship? And why are we always being targeted and stalked and bullied and all this other stuff? And why do you think when we form groups at cookouts, the police come around and start harassing and swerving around us? Why? Me, personally, I think it's a fear of some kind of uprising. There's definitely something that frightens them about us gathering in groups. And we can do that also. For those of you that want to stay there in the United States, form your communities, form your groups in your communities, and try to build together. There are those that look like us that are going to be comfortable with the system. They're probably too old to travel. They're too broken down. They got Stockholm Syndrome going on. A lot of things happening. They might just be comfortable with the way life is since they were into this for longer than we were. We're in a part where we have this awakening happening, and we're taking no more of it. None of us have homes, proper homes, houses. You know what I'm talking about. And it's sure not going to have houses in that system. It's over. That is done. The best thing we could do is to just start heading out, start traveling, and just get out, see the rest of the world, build a new life. We could reform somewhere else. We can break up out of there, and we can reunite somewhere else, and start building from there. The more of us leave, also the more of us could change the rules on how traveling is conducted, passports and our restrictions. And all this other stuff they have us going through. But yeah, that was just a quick video. Trust me, get out, get your passport. Maybe get some online work. Find a way to get out and travel. At least see some of the world. Get in between Cancer and Capricorn, and see how your body does in there. You'll feel so much better than being in a cold winter season where we'd be controlled through weather modifications and frozen into the house, having to pay for heat and electricity. And this other stuff. You should have electricity, but we have to pay extra for the stuff. It's too expensive. So, yeah, I just wanted to leave you all with that. Hope this video resonates with you. If it doesn't, it's all good. The information, you can still use it if you need it. And I will talk to you all very soon. Questions, comments, leave them down below. If you need some additional information on traveling, since I have been traveling, you could hit me up, DMs, or you can just leave it in the comments. And I will take your information. You will find this on the Eclectic Source channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Or I'll post it just on YouTube. And I'll share it with you all. And this isn't a thing of this isn't a racist type deal either. Saying just for people like us. But I'm saying we are at the bottom and we're getting screwed with so much that it's time for us to go. It is time for us to get out of that prison system. All right? And build somewhere else. And the best thing we could do to crash the system that's against us is just leave them. Leave that system. This is Eclectic Source. I also go by Hydro Hellbreaker. Yeah. So I will speak to you all very soon. And you'll have a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. Love, light, peace, and power, and happiness.